of Biden stumbling about for 4 years, or even Harris. I didn't really listen to that much of what Harris was saying, but it maybe the same thing was happening with Harris. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I read one article, and there was a guy who'd been a Democrat all his life. He was a signed-up Democrat, and there were some fundraisers, and he actually, helped organise the fundraiser and stuff, and he went to it. And he went along, and I think Kamala Harris was there, and she got up, and a few other people got up, and he said by the time everyone had finished talking, he thought, I'm a 50-something-year-old guy with a wife and 2 daughters, and they've spoken for 2 hours, and they haven't said a single thing that's going to help me along the way, and he decided to vote Trump.
Yeah. Well, I mean, here's the thing in the UK. I mean, this would be my last. Kind of a lot of what Labour say may make sense, and so on and so forth. But like you say, when you drill it down to what's in it for me personally, I've got to say there's nothing in what this Labour government is doing in the UK which directly or even indirectly.
Don't have your shot.
Okay.
Wait until Phil tells us he's watching the stream.
So I'm on your YouTube website, and there's home, there's videos, there's live, there's playlists.
Go to live.
I've got it live. Yes. Okay.
So hopefully if you fire it up, you should see Dave on the tee.
I'm on a crazy loop now, because I was hearing my own commentary.
No, turn the volume down. You can't listen to yourself. You go mad.
It'll be like someone having their radio on and talking.
That happens at the best of times.
All right. So it looks like you're watching the game.
I am watching the game. This is like brand new territory.
Tell us when you see Dave have his shot. I want to see what the delay is.
All right. Backswing, hit.
Yeah, okay. So it's about 5 seconds.
Wow, that's quite a delay.
But as long as you don't have the volume up, it won't actually make that much difference. You might hear us make noises before you do what.
Does that mean? But your commentary's got to be synced to what's going on in YouTube. Otherwise, it'll make no sense.
Well, our commentary will be.
Okay.
Oh, well, I'm guessing it is. I've got no idea. I've never done this before.
So that means my Skype must be on a 5-second delay as well. Otherwise, I'm talking to...
Actually, you know what? Our commentary is not going to be on this at all.
Ah, okay. That's weird.
Yeah, it won't be on it at all. Because it's... maybe it will.
In the bunker.
It's using OBS. So...
Well, on my commentary was on.
Do this, Phil. Do this. Just turn the sound up for a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, if you can hear us talking, then we're on there.
Yeah.
No, so we're on there. It's fine.
Yeah, I can hear the delay.
Okay.
That was funny.
Oh well, this is great. This means there's no more.
You know what that is when you turn the sound up on that. That's what you call a Trump echo chamber.
Oh, it's a disgrace.
It's well worked out, Dave.
Wow. You called that disgrace so early. Oh, that's a disgrace.
It could be good.
I'm going to be on the commentary then here. I'm going to be the slightly slow person of the four in all my reactions. Someone will be lining up for the next shot, and I'll be going, "Whoa! Look at that!" On the dance floor. I've got to say, I've got your little affliction at the moment, Dave. I couldn't sleep a wink last night.
Yeah,
That's
that's
why.
no good.
No good, especially when you're working. So at about 3, I just thought, I'm turning off the alarm. I'm just going to wake up when I wake up. And yeah, so.
Was there something spinning in your head that was making you not sleep?
Look, I'm not that satisfied. I shouldn't be saying, but I'm not that satisfied with my work at the moment. Everyone on YouTube.
Oh,
I have certain gripes, but I did have a chat with my immediate boss today about it all, who is, we had a good chat and perhaps resolved a few things. So nothing that she was doing wrong, just in other ways. So yeah. Anyway, that's why I was a bit late, because I actually flaked out on the sofa for a little bit.
That was a bit rude, Dave.
what do you mean it was a bit rude?
No, you backspin, but you're coming out of the rough, I guess.
I was coming out of the rough and I flopped it as well and I chopped it.
Well, you can't talk about it because he's still addressing the ball. I'm in a different universe. Right? Yeah. Now the ball is flying through the air. It's landed on the green, and that's pretty good. But yeah, 6
you're like 10 seconds behind, I reckon.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
that's a good shot by Dave there. Very nice.
Thanks. Yeah, that's what you got to do. You got to delay all your reactions by 10 seconds.
Hmm. All right. Well, I think Uncle Dave gave me a good view of what was going on.
You've given it away. He didn't putt off the green.
Hmm. All right. What the
Bit
hell's
early
going
to be
on?
putting off the green, that's all, Phil.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, this is interesting. Why did you must have come from a different angle.
Yeah. Good putt, Dave.
Oh. This is odd, this. Alright.
Straight as a...
So, are you seeing Dave wave the pole around or me wave the pole around?
You can't see you doing it, Dave. It's just
that's
like
what I was thinking.
It's just like when we record my games. So he sees what I'm doing.
Yeah.
After a flying start, Dave.
Better than the last few games.
There you go. So let me just confirm, Dave, you've made no difference to your setup whatsoever compared to Friday gone and
Correct.
Thursday.
Correct. None. Because after I played the game on Saturday, when I wasn't rattled after a triple bogey, it was all okay again.
Well, that sounds to me as though it's not a physical issue per se, it's more of a mental issue going on.
It was me having some sort of little mini meltdown of some sort, which I didn't like at all. pushed my luck. I've pushed my luck. Don't go off the fairway. It's good now.
What the hell?
Have you seen my shot yet, Phil?
You just hit it. No, Andy just hit his.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're only a couple of seconds behind then if you just saw Andy hit his. You did just-
Yeah, I've only just finished now.
Yeah, because I had to. It frozen me, so I had to go off that page and back on.
So it seems like it's caught you up somehow.
Well, maybe you weren't watching it live. You've just hit the play button and it started from the start of the stream.
You might have been 10 seconds behind the live stream.
It's funny because
Shit.
That's what I thought I'd done, but
Better hold up in the shit.
it should hold up.
Yeah. Oh, it just dropped over the edge.
Oh.
You're pretty much live, Phil. That's great.
Yeah, so there's next to the speaker button, there's a live button, and if I click on that, it'd skip ahead to live broadcast.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It's only going to take one or two games and we'll have this down pat.
Mm-hmm.
You don't like it, Andy?
A lot of water. Ooh.
Oh, that was unlucky.
I thought so. I thought it was sure going to come back a little bit off that slope.
Wow, talk about down amongst the bulrushes.
Yeah, I think he'd be taking off his golf sneakers. Oh, look at this.
Don't stay up there. That'll be horrible.
You almost hit the pin again, Dave, which is a habit of yours.
Don't like hitting the pin.
Well, it hasn't helped you much lately.
No. Cost me 2 shots last game. Well, I don't think I'm putting this one.
So, Phil, do you notice much difference between my pole waving technique and Dave's?
I haven't seen Dave wave a pole. Oh, hang on. Yes, I do. He's doing it right now. Similar. Seems pretty similar, to be honest. Maybe young Dave's a bit faster with it.
Well, he's younger. He's got faster reflexes.
Mm.
Oh,
Well, I've got to say that's an outrageous birdie, really.
Yeah, bit of Peter Boyle action.
yeah, I got the stupid view. I really enjoy being able to get out of it. It just feels so nice.
Tell you what, that's a big flag in the background.
That is a big flag. Trump would love that flag.
Mm.
Flat, and then it starts turning at the end.
What's the bet by the end of his term? All American flags have the name Trump emblazoned across them.
Or maybe instead of having the 51 states on the blue rectangle, it could just be his face.
Yep.
Well, or there'll be a few extra stars when the extra states of Canada and Greenland are added.
Well, I've got another state for you as well,
Oh yeah.
and this state is in the middle of the Indian Ocean.
Oh, okay. Well, the only I don't know of any islands in the middle there, so it must be the Maldives are quite close to India, and then there's Madagascar. But apart from that, I don't know of any Indian Ocean islands.
Well, we've got some Indian Ocean islands, and if Trump is talking about buying Greenland or invading Greenland, it's not beyond the realms of possibility that Trump says, right, we'll give the United Kingdom, say, $10 billion or 10 billion to take over the dominion of the Chagos Islands.
The Chagos.
Yeah, it's where the British overseas Indian Ocean territory is in Diego Garcia, where the Americans have got a smacking great base which has space for nuclear subs and long-range bombers as well.
If they've already got, stuff there and access, why would they actually want to pay money for it?
Because Britain.
Oh, they're going to give it back. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
they won't like. Yeah. Now I see.
So to me, giving it over. See what America could do is say, right, we'll take over, we'll buy this land off you, but we will ensure that if the Chagosians want to be repatriated and to, some of the islands, then we as Americans will enable them to do so. It'll be a damn sight better than what Mauritius will do to the Chagosians.
Mm.
Yeah,
What do you call
Trump
someone
will
who
just do on Greenland?
Yeah.
Sorry?
He'll just send them to Greenland, most likely.
Well,
State.
I have an important question. What do you call someone who lives in Diego Garcia?
An American at the moment. Is that what you were going to?
That's good enough. But I read about Greenland that the Denmark, the Danish Prime Minister is quite worried because Trump has threatened Denmark with all sorts of trade sanctions unless they agree to sell Greenland. So he's got to sort of single out Denmark, and there'll be no Danish cheese being sold in the US over the next few years. So he's going to really try and screw them over trade-wise unless they take him seriously and start negotiating.
Well, let's face it, there's another place where America's got a smacking great base on Greenland. So, if I can well see that being touted, and I think within 24 or 48 hours, by the time we speak next, the Trump administration will say, do not under any circumstances let go of Diego Garcia, even on a lease arrangement to Mauritius. Otherwise, we will just take over the territory. I mean, there could be a...
I suspect that'll all happen via back channels, Andy. It won't make the papers, so to speak.
Oh, you think Trump will do it all quiet and politely on the slide, Dave? Sorry. That sounded like I was being ridiculous, but yeah.
Well, here's the thing.
Everyone else, when it comes to might is right and all that sort of stuff, normal people try to play that card on the sly, but he's just straight out there going, we're bigger than you, we're taking it. Forget it. So let's.
I honestly think the world will be in a markedly different place in 4 years' time.
I suspect you're right. As
Maybe
well.
in 4 weeks' time.
Yeah,
It's going to be, it's my sister's been a social worker all her life, and since the 80s, she's called all Western democracies corpocracies anyway. But I think it's going to be formalized in the next few years that, it's just government for corporations, isn't it? And that's just how it is.
So I read an article that raised an interesting point, and that is that if one of these rich private companies is the first one to develop a general intelligence AI that can grow exponentially and effectively, that will make that company effectively a superpower.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was the changing point, wasn't it? When multinational corporations became bigger and more moneyed up than countries, that's when it all went wrong. Maybe that's the end game of it, Well, and actually the weird bit, how Musk and Zuckerberg and all those, that doesn't look good. In the last few weeks, they've been cozying up to Trump, for what they can get. And you think, seriously, you guys are the richest people in the history of the world, and that's not enough? You still got to get more. You still got to cozy up to Trump so you can get even more disgustingly rich and powerful. There's no limit to it, is there? There's your evidence.
You never have enough.
Yeah, hey, speaking of which, I've got a bit of news.
Go on.
I went to a New Year's Eve party here in Mount Beauty, and here in Mount Beauty, it has to be said that us beauticians are a very wide-ranging, sort of group of people. We have Winter Olympians, we have world cycling champions. We have all kinds here. We also, at this party, I met this guy. His name might have been Philip. I can't remember now. That's pretty sad, forgetting if that's the case. But his business was doing treks to the North and South Poles. So he ran these treks for decades, and he's just about at the point of retirement, and he's handing over to his daughter. But he talked about, and obviously if you go on one of these treks, you've got to have a bit of money, and so he gets some people who are pretty well heeled. And a couple of years ago, he did a trek to one of the poles, not sure which, and there was this very well-off guy, millionaire, billionaire type, and they started talking about space while they're pushing the sled or whatever halfway to the North Pole or wherever it was. And he's going, yeah, I'd love to go to the moon. And he said, so they're in the middle of nowhere, just this snowy waste with the dog sleds and all this on this mission. And he started singing Frank Sinatra's, fly me to the moon, just fly me to the moon. And the other guy, started singing as well. And long story short, they got on well. So that's all well and good, and they complete the mission. And then must have been 6 months ago, maybe a year ago, this guy gets in contact with him and he says, listen, I've booked 4 seats on a spaceship that's going to orbit the Earth 90 times in 3 days, and it's not going to go around the equator, it's going to go around over the North and South poles. And as it orbits, the Earth will be rotating around underneath it. So every time you do a rotation, you'll see a slightly different part of the Earth. And over 3 days, you'll see the Earth several times over, as well as the North and South poles 90 times. And so he says to this guy, I've got a spare seat for you. Would you like it? And it turns out he's paid $8 million for these 4 seats. And so it's a $2 million tip. And the guy says, yes, thanks very much. And so he's going. So he's going March 1, this March 1 coming, and he's going to be the first Australian astronaut.
Wow.
I was just thinking this guy's lived the best life ever, just doing tours for rich people, you know, to the poles. And now this has happened. What a retirement finish!
Yeah. It's a bit of a full stop, isn't it?
Yeah, but
Exclamation mark.
and then he's going to come back, and he's going to be retired. And he's going to go, how am I going to top that?
Yeah, well, exactly. You know, and of course, because he's travelled to and from the South and North Pole so much, he said he'll recognise, a lot of it, of course, as you go over. But yeah, and the reason he's going to be the first Australian, he said, technically he's going to be the first Australian because there's been a few other Australians, but they've all been dual nationals. And he said they're very strict about this sort of thing. And he said it's funny because I could also have got a passport. I forget whether it was UK or whatever. But he said just for, one reason or another, I never got it. And so I'm going to be the first, sole Australian passport holder and therefore the first Australian astronaut. Yeah, not a bad tip. But so that's coming up March 1. So you'll see a little, I guess, news item in about a month's time.
Well, that doesn't sound like it's with SpaceX, or is it?
It is with SpaceX. That's exactly what I said. I said it doesn't sound like it's with SpaceX, and he said no, it's with SpaceX.
Well, they're the most reliable rockets. I'd want to go with SpaceX.
They're what?
They're the most reliable rockets. I'd
Right.
want to go with them.
Yeah. So yeah, there you go. Yeah, ironic, really. But that's so that's
What a story.
yeah. First Australian astronaut will also be a beautician.
So, Phil, I'm just strongly questioning whether or not Mount Beauty people actually call themselves beauticians.
I don't know of any other contradictory information, so that's what I'm going with at the moment.
I love it. But then what you want to do is mention this feed to Mount Beauty next time you do your radio show, and not only will get a bunch of half the town will be watching our golf games, they'll all find out that they're beauticians.
And after that, they'll be marching with lit pitchforks down the street towards 28 Mountain Avenue.
To your place.
Yeah. So better watch out. That wasn't my address, by the way. That was a completely made-up address.
Oh, this is a good shot.
Pretty happy with that. I didn't want to stay on the green, to be honest. It's a nasty mound there.
One of the book I'm reading at the moment is the biography of Neil Armstrong, the first man on the moon, and it's absolutely fascinating read. It's quite technical at times, so I'm actually got a tablet or a smartphone, so I'm looking at the some of the aircraft, particularly that he flew before he became an astronaut, and boy, he was he lived on the edge of experimental flying before.
Sorry, go on.
Before he became part of the program.
Because he was featured in that movie. He was one of the characters, The Right Stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So which also featured Chuck Yeager, who refused to become an astronaut because they didn't have access to any of the controls. So I mean, all round, like pretty extraordinary lives. To live your life as a test pilot on advanced aircraft and do that.
And some of the experimental aircraft, I mean, they were designated X5 or X15 and stuff like this, and they really were sort of you could see with some of them where the space shuttle design came from. And they were bloody fast, these things. I mean, they were sort of a combination of rocket stroke aeroplane.
Yeah.
So I've just I've just got to the part in the book where he's on the Apollo program, but he had been an astronaut in the Gemini program as well, and that's fascinating in itself to see how the Gemini program precursor to the sort of things that the Apollo program had to do. For example, docking in space. You think, well, that's easy peasy, but it was a big thing in the early 60s.
Well,
There's
yeah.
nobody had done it before.
Well, exactly. Yeah, all of these. Yeah, like the crazy amount of sort of technical advancement they had to get before landing someone on the moon. It's just crazy. They just kept taking massive steps and getting away with it, and got away with it all the way to doing it. Really, just amazing what they did. I mean, it still, spins you out to think that, they landed on the moon in 1969. The first flight was in 1908. So it was just 60 years after just lifting off the ground for the first time on Earth, which is it's just an extraordinary achievement.
And without the computers as well, they virtually
Yeah.
you'll watch 1,000 times faster than any of the computers they have.
Yeah. Well, that's the amazing thing with is it Voyager? The Voyager ones are still going.
It is incredible.
And the last one, Voyager 2, I think is still going, and it was launched in like 1977 or something. So it's got the computer systems from 1977. So
I'll be saying, God, it's a Sinclair ZX Spectrum here. What's this doing driving?
Well, I mean, a Sinclair might actually be faster, Andy. That's the amazing thing.
Yeah. Well, I guess, it is extraordinary, isn't it? And they're still managing to get signals from it, because they're managing to. I think they're slowly shutting down the parts that are keeping parts warm that no longer need to be kept warm. They say just forget about that. We'll save the energy for something a bit more important. And so I stopped reading.
It's all duct tape and string now.
Yes. Yeah.
Did you? I'm not sure it's a SpaceX or whatever, the delivery system where the bottom bit, the booster part of the rocket, comes back and sits in the takeoff pad. It's staggering.
That's fantastic, isn't it? Like fantastic in the true meaning of the word, fantasy. It's just amazing that does that. And back when I used to admire Elon Musk in some sort of way, I loved it when it first started happening. Now I'm thinking, how could that guy have been responsible for that? It's quite staggering, really.
Good, another birdie. He's definitely got his mojo back today.
I'm watching Dave line up.
So you click the live button and see if it's on Andy now. All I do is sink a 4-foot putt.
Yeah. He's waving his driver.
He is waving his driver.
Yeah, I'm waving my pole because this is not an easy.
To our radio viewers, that's not a metaphor.
Yeah, or a euphemism.
Right, I think this is slight right to left. I don't want to 3-putt this.
I guess you could say to people only listening to the audio, his pole is what he's holding in his hand.
Oh, Christ.
Oh, there's all the break after the hole.
Yeah. Oh, bugger. Damn. I hate that.
You were sitting pretty too after your second.
Yeah.
Oh, you were. Looked like you had a good putt for eagle. Yeah.
Oh, that's annoying. That.
Hmm.
Never mind.
So, so Vanky, you're actually doing well.
He is doing very well.
And that's a
How have
prize.
the formative games of the nascent 2025 year been going?
Well, Phil's Andy's won everything but one game.
Cool. Blimey.
Yeah, he's been crushing us.
Wow.
And so what happened was on Friday I realised that because I swapped my computers around, I put the good fast one went from golf to the truck driving room, and the old one came back for golf. And that
Yes.
happened on
Okay.
January the 1st, and that's when I went from playing great golf all December to crap golf in January.
Wow.
And I can't swap them back for various technical reasons. So
Yeah.
I rebuilt Windows. I spent 4 hours doing that on Friday.
Yeah.
Played Andy Friday night, full of confidence, and lost by 9.
Wow. Okay. So
So this is the same build.
didn't exactly have the desired effect.
No,
Side effects,
you got an absolute tanning.
Yeah, and that's not a metaphor.
That,
You've not put on blackface again, Dave.
right.
That looks great.
It's a super shot.
Yeah, happy.
Carry 141. 141. 41. 41. 2, 143. Not that one.
Right. Hits.
Could be good.
Pretty good. Gives you a bit of a lead, Andy.
Yes.
Now I've got to choose whether I want to chip this and try and sink it, because I think the putt's going to be a bit awkward. Like a lot of break early. Not so much near the pin. It's pretty flat near the pin.
It's a nicely constructed course
It is.
by Jugador, isn't it?
No, it's not. It's a guy that only did 6 courses. I can't remember his name. 22.5. Just don't hit it wrong.
Oh, that was close.
Oof.
Well, I'd be tempted not to do any pole waving at all, but two, straight. Oh, it starts shifting at about 10 feet. Oh.
Oh.
That tells you everything, Phil.
Yeah, you like the putts that I'm seeing you doing. You're over.
Compensating, yeah.
Yeah, and it's the borrow's not quite getting there by the time you get to the hole.
And it's partly because we've all discussed this before. You're doing uphill putts, which that one was again. There's never the kind of break that you would be on a flat or even a downhill putt.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Dave to underborrow now. Ah,
Well, that just explained it all. Downhill putt, more borrow. Uphill putt, less borrow. But it's very difficult to make yourself adjust to that correctly.
It is.
mm.
Well, nothing happened on that hole. It could have done, but didn't.
So what's the quality of the picture like, Phil?
It's good. It's
Yeah.
good. And all I have to do, there's the live thing, and then there's a button next to it. And if it's grayed out, I know I've dropped behind, so I just have to click on it again. And the button goes red.
Okay.
And now I'm seeing Dave addressing the ball. So I think I'm pretty close to.
So it tells you when Dave hits it.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Backswing, hit.
You're pretty
That
much
was
right on
Live.
it. Yeah, you're live.
Pretty much
No,
instant,
you know what I did? I was going to take the piss. I said that while you were still addressing, thinking I'm going to speak before you even hit. But I actually timed it so it was instant. Yeah, so I lucked it on it. So no, it was probably a second or so behind.
That was well done. Whatever you're trying to do.
I was trying to do this. Now you're addressing the ball, and I'll tell you when you swing and hit. Okay, swing, hit.
Wrong.
That's what I was trying to do.
God, he's like Nostradamus. He can predict the future. It's just about time I got hold of this bloody court. 2-6. 10, 2, 5. Did you take 3 woods, I wonder? Did you? I think you did. Okay, I think we'll take the 3 wood in that case.
That would be 3 woods then.
Good shot.
Hey,
Oh, this shot.
Got
Yeah,
it.
backspin.
oh, didn't get any check.
No. Oh.
A little bit better, or is it?
Oh.
Yeah. Stop.
It's a tough pin to get close to, this one.
Very.
Well, once again, Dave, though, you're going to give me a line to the pin.
Trying to help you along, Andy.
No, that's our pack with you guys.
And you tried to hit the pin again, you rascal.
Well, hitting the pin there might have been a good idea.
You must have hit it 4 times in the last three or 4 games, Phil. Keep
Yeah. It's consistent that way. It's often directionally very accurate.
Yeah, and almost every time the pin throws the ball off the green. Never
Well,
gets
I was going to say, if you did it on this one, you might end up in the water.
Mm.
Right. So I've got the Mm, 17 inches uphill. Wow, that's a lot.
Good shot.
Oh,
Wow.
he's got it. Oh, the man is on form today.
Wow.
He's going for double already. Only 6 holes in.
Yes.
Ah, not hard enough.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
Oh, oh, Jesus.
Welcome to my world of pain as well, Dave.
Yes.
We're making it very easy for the leader at the moment. 4 behind. Bloody hell. Both of us steaming toward double busted.
+1, +1, -3. My goodness.
But this would be a good one for either or both of us to come back from, because I can only imagine that Dave would be absolutely, distraught and seeking some professional help if he doesn't get this one over the line.
Ooh.
that felt a bit harsh.
Well, I've got to start applying some mental pressure on you, Dave, because there's no other kind of pressure being put on you today.
You're going for the mental disintegration.
Yeah.
You should have just nailed me a bottle of Glenlivet, Andy. That would have done the job.
That's better. Range fade.
Yes. This is good. This is working well, Dave.
Yeah, you know,
Back to viewing.
and steam can do nothing to stop you.
Yeah, evil steam. I just have to remember to keep pressing lids.
It's unusual that it's dropping out of being live. But anyway, doesn't matter.
Yeah, it just drops back kind of randomly.
But hey, better than nothing.
Yeah, oh, completely. And when I do click it, if I just regularly click it, of course, then I just stay there. But and even then, that I got an updated stance. But I think when I'm fully live, I'm probably 1 second behind, which is fine. I think I was 1 second behind on Steam anyway. Or maybe my reactions are just slow.
Maybe you're living in a parallel universe.
It's a good
Good.
spot.
Oh, yeah, pretty good there.
It's a really good spot to be.
But you've got options.
Well, I think, Dave, I see what's happening here. You're going through a couple of chip-ins during the round, and that'll really tidy your stats up, won't it?
They need tidying, Andy. They're in dire straits.
Oh, this is terrible. I'm going to end up off at the back somewhere. Fuck. Well, I'll chop it a bit, see what happens.
That's pretty decent. It is decent.
Yeah, it'll work.
Yes, nice shot.
I'm impressed the way you started swearing at the shot before you hit it, Dave.
Yeah, I was thinking that must be on a big delay here because you're still addressing the ball.
It's all about,
And he goes all salty on us and then hits that.
it's all about encouraging the ball.
So okay. I'm going to start anticipating shots and going, well, that's marvelous.
And he's left himself.
Oh,
Mm.
maybe.
Yeah, it's not
Just a little right to left.
a little. You think?
I'm calling
Yeah. Phew. Oh,
cut.
baby.
Wow.
it.
Do you know
Of
what,
course.
Dave? I was. What came into my mind was an outrageous putt I had against you on Friday. Do you remember it? It was the one that kick-started the ultimate hover boot.
It was like that, except it was longer.
Yeah, it was about 50 feet, wasn't it?
Absolute. It was a double disgrace, if there's such a thing. But no, it was a good putt. But it was just amazing that you got it. It was like 1 in 100, if that. All right. Well, I'm going to chip again. I'm feeling it.
You're chipping away.
I'm chipping away. What's food? I'm not feeling it.
Oh, nearly. I thought it was going to straighten.
I was hoping.
I think Dave's pole waving, Dave, is much more measured than yours. He's much
See,
slower to side, whereas your pole waving is, pretty manic, has to be said. It's here,
you
there,
see-
it's everywhere, it's all over the place.
can you see my pole waving as well or not?
Only if by pole you mean your driver. So no.
Right. So you're basing what Vainty's doing by what you've seen when you've been there.
Yeah.
Right.
And,
Yeah.
and I kind of liked having Phil here and watching my manic pole waving because he would occasionally. He always tried never to interfere with the games every now and then, but every now and then I hear a little sigh or just some noise. I'd know he wasn't happy. It was funny.
Yeah. That was probably when the pole waving got a bit too many.
Like every week. Yeah.
Hmm. Let's see if this drive finds a safe harbour.
Well, I'd rather not find the harbour if you don't mind, Phil.
Safe harbour, in a metaphorical sense, even though there is a port and a harbour in the distance.
Well, that looks pretty good.
It is.
What's it rain?
Took a daring line and got away with it.
You've got to take that line if you want to get on in too, I think.
No, I don't think you do.
I'll watch yours with interest and then make a call.
Right there. I don't think I'm going to run out of fairway.
See the problem. That problem.
That is a problem.
Wow.
It's a big problem.
Oh, I didn't pay attention to what Andy hit. A mistake.
The evil genius strikes again.
Yes. Dr. Evil. I've got my little finger.
Twirling your moustache.
Yeah.
I also wonder if
I've
both
got Mr. Bigglesworth on my lap.
Oh, okay.
are taking a totally different line.
Were you talking about your direction or the line that Andy just came out with?
Well, I stuffed it up anyway, so it's neither here nor there.
Oh, blimey.
Okay, so two of you. Trouble is, I didn't actually. I really wanted to get within about 230 yards. I'm just a little bit wary of this. Don't think. Don't want to be left. I do know where I want to be, but whether I can get it there. Okay, right, just going straight at it. That'll do. Might be too. Go on, get off the green.
Wow.
Get off the green.
You're
Right, come back down. Come back
Oh,
down.
come on.
Come on.
gonna have to come down a long way.
73 feet, 35. Bugger,
Wow.
this has got 3 putt written all over it.
It's got the extra grease, Andy.
Wow.
Now, the question is what's your percentage of power loss, Dave? You don't have to
I
tell
don't
me.
know. 21%. It's a lot.
It's line ball.
Yeah, but I don't care. Because there's all those bushes and shit that are short.
And the ball often goes low out of rough.
Yeah.
Or
Oh, yeah, only one way to find out.
So confusing, you're almost sounding Scottish there for a moment.
Uh-oh.
What
And there's
is
white
bush?
posts. Oh, it's water.
Oh, it is water. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, but you might be able to play it as it lies, do you?
Oh, my.
No.
Wow.
It's got me. It's trying to drop me in water. The
Well,
hell?
is it a free drop if you say
No.
Wow.
Wow.
that looks not too bad?
Fuck, that was a disaster.
Right, well, I think you've actually influenced my decision here.
funny about that.
Yeah, but you're coming out of sand. Anyway,
I'm coming out of sand and there's a bunker lip. There's all sorts of potential disasters, so I'm just not going to play. Just gonna...
Yeah, I mean, I think the reality of it was, Dave, you couldn't be expected to play it out of a marsh.
no.
Taking my medicine. Oh wow, you're so far back.
Yeah. So when you actually see it's basically taken Dave on the line of entry because he didn't clear that marsh area.
Mm.
It's taken them all the way back, which
I'm screwed. I'm going to be back where you are, Andy. Oh, sorry, yeah, back here where you are. If I get up there, it's not going to be fun.
Is this 2 Wagga putts on 1 green? No. You almost wanted to stay up there that time, Dave.
I don't know if I do.
No. All right, 118. So it's got to be the 104. Less. It's supposed to be.
Wow.
Okay. This is. Give me 6. I'll take 7. What's this bullshit?
Oh no!
Come on, that's not fair.
What the hell?
Oh.
In a hazard.
Yeah, well, don't forget you should be able to go back and on the line of entry somewhere.
I got a free drop, but I'm right next to a woody bush. I'm taking my chances. That was bullshit. Come on.
I can see this fragile sort of confidence is starting to crumble here.
No. I just got to do 1 good flop and it'll be all good.
Don't like the idea of my putt either. I mean, that looks horrendous.
That's because it is.
This is fucking horrible.
Hole knows
It's
how to,
in, that's for sure.
it knows how to protect itself, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't think I can get this anywhere near it.
It's like getting better. When you first hit it, I thought it was a disaster, but wow, look at that. It's almost going to go off.
It is going to go. Oh,
No, it's not. You shut up.
it-
You be quiet. No. Oh my god.
What? Oh, stopped.
Oh my god. Terrible.
Think you've attacking this one, Andy?
no. I've got to be really, really careful about this puppy. Right, let's just see what happens here. 2, 9. 2, oh God. Well, once it gets to about 50 feet, it just disappears. And I'm going to be struggling to hold the green, actually. Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, it's 50, got it to about 39 feet. 39 feet. And then it just falls off 39 feet. Right. Oh, God. Now then, look out the right to left, 39 feet. Just remember that. Oh, bloody hell. It's horrible. Right. This could be horribly wrong. Go on, get over the top and just drop. Stay there. Oh, that's not too bad for the distance.
That's very good, Andy. It's really nice.
Yep.
I don't,
Great work.
you played it the only safe way, I think. Oh, Jesus. Big wishes.
Wow. That was a big S bend, wasn't it?
Mm.
Yeah. Well done.
Okay.
All right. Here we go.
Well, that's pretty good.
If you don't mind, I'm going to do a replay of that. But the camera didn't follow it at all. Oh, I just made it. Oh my God.
Wow.
That could have been a disaster.
Mm.
Ah. Looked pretty straight.
Days went right to left. This one says it the other way, left to right. Yes, it could be. Yes, it is. Not much.
He's got it.
So happy.
What? Ah.
Unbelievable. That was a big part in calling it. is unbelievable. I just...
What a bird.
Yeah, great bird, man.
What a
Yeah.
bird.
Well, the march.
He deserved it after that putt, because that was almost impossible.
Well, you got me busted.
Wow.
Yeah, but Andy's only 2 away now, Dave.
Yeah, I know, but you got me busted.
Oh no!
Oh, felt like it.
Fuck it.
Hmm.
Ugh.
Okay. What about-
Ooh.
No, I'm not panicking. Don't worry about any of that.
Very interesting tee box, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm having a lot of trouble sort of working out this line, but
Nicely judged.
Well, oh, bloody big foggle.
nice, Dave.
Why didn't I do that? A couple of times I've taken the 3-wood on this course, and it's just the drivers have been appalling again today.
So based on the distance, I thought you'd hit a 7. I thought, well, I'm going to hit the 7.
That
Yeah,
shot, that shot
yeah.
was 3. Another fun putt.
Yeah, as good as I could have done.
It's an interesting one. Sure, that's swale, but there's a lot of bad spots to end up with. Plenty club enough. Typically, I don't think so. Think. Oh, come on. I was
You got
waiting for
some
that to
bias.
roll down. Oh. So happy with that in the air.
Mm. Well, if there's a lining to this particular silver lining to this cloud, it'll be I'm going to give you a reasonable idea of the line on my putt.
A free read.
Free read. This looks a bit longer.
Oh!
He does. He always does it.
Why?
What the hell?
Why?
Always. Every round.
Damn your accuracy!
And it never ever helps him.
No, of course not.
That should have bounced straight in the hole.
It's a disgrace. A reverse disgrace.
Someone else hit a pin last week, didn't they? It only had a minor effect on them.
Yeah, I think that was me, but it didn't have any effect on my actual result. Still shit.
Well, this is an interesting little putt. Okay. He's 7-3. So that's 16, 7, 23, 25. Okay. Stay there. Oh. Well.
Okay, so that tells me breaks two ways. So left to right. But not so much. So, let's get it to 12-foot putt. That doesn't. 12.
He's read it better than I have. Yeah, it's a nice putt.
Yeah, good attempt.
Yeah.
Good effort.
Nice, Dave. Ball had some spin on it when it landed. Jump left.
Ah,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh,
Another 3-putt.
Mm.
2 3-putts I've had today.
hey Phil, does it show how many people are watching the stream?
Where should I look for that? You've got 15 subscribers. Ah, yes, it does.
How many?
1.
Yeah, no one's going to be watching it.
Who's the one?
You.
You. So, grab the link at the top of YouTube, jump onto Instagram and Facebook and post the link and say, come and watch this, it's amazing. See what happens.
Well, give it to your kids to post to their Instagram feeds.
Yeah.
Your kids will never talk to you again.
Well,
Just use
there would be a certain amount of eye rolling certain amount of yes dadding going on, and then there would be lots of ignoring.
Just use the hashtag boomers fighting.
Boomers killing each other.
Yeah, that might work. They'd like that.
Yes. Was it that Gen Z were calling COVID?
I can't remember.
They were saying stuff like boomer eliminator and stuff like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yep. Generation gap is a real thing.
Apparently the Gen Zs are really crap at work. No one wants to hire them.
Okay. Interesting.
That's the ones coming out of school now, yes?
Yeah, well, yeah, that's right.
So in America, what's happening is they go for interviews and win a job and then ghost the employer and just don't turn up. They're doing shit like that.
Yeah.
It's become a real thing.
That's funny.
But the reason they're doing it, Phil, will interest you because it kind of reminded me a bit of some things that I've heard. So they're doing it to punish the employer for the process they were put through.
Yeah.
Really?
They resented having to line up and justify why they could work for someone.
And go for 5 interviews and not be responded to when they ask questions. And so they're punishing the employers by doing that.
Right. Wow. Yeah. It's a ghosting rebellion.
That looks great.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Nice, Andy.
Hey.
I doubt that will be beaten. Okay. At least I'm not going to have to club for the shot. Just got to wait for the right and try not to lunge.
I did on the topic of Gen Z, except I'm talking about millennials. I was watching a reaction to a Led Zeppelin song where Robert Plant sings, "I've been working from 7 to 11 every night, it's a real drag." And the millennial listening to the song goes, 7 to 11, that's 4 hours. That's not much.
Yeah, that's not a millennial from China, is it?
No.
That's a great line.
Wow. It's a real amphitheatre sort of hole, isn't it?
Welcome to my world of long-distance putting, Dave.
It's adding interest to my night. Healing. A fair bit of turn middle. Double turn. It's 4 inches uphill now, so less. Just calm down and give it less. I think this is not enough. Oh, maybe it is with the uphill. No, other way.
That's a good part.
Yeah, good part. Head of Swords.
Okay.
Good putt.
Mm.
Nice bird.
Oh, yeah.
You. Mm. Good.
Mm. Yeah.
Ooh, incorrect.
Oh,
Five, four. Uh, come on. Big bounce.
It's,
Oh, not quite.
if you
Oh,
just
it's not
been
bad,
2
though.
inches further, yeah, it was still good, but if it was 2 inches left and landed on the fairway, it would have bounded forward instead of sideways. It tells me that my 2 hybrid is going to go too far. I have to work out whether. There, I think. All right. Damn it. Left feet. That's awful.
Noticed quite a large canyon in the distance when you play these tee shots.
Quite a large what?
a large canyon, apparently, Dave.
Oh, canyon.
Oh,
Oh no! I haven't pulled it like Dave. Jesus. That's
Pretty ordinary shots.
that
Yes,
was
Dave.
so shit. That was terrible.
You haven't done very well there.
No. Whatever.
That's a better shot, though.
Great shot. Boy. Don't worry about that.
Not bad. Right. Okay, now normally I'd put it there. Okay. No, much more.
Oh! thought it was sliding by.
You got the whole range then, Dave.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
That was-
It started off.
That was the beginning of about 4 different emotions and the end of one.
Yeah, good putt.
That was so scary. That would have gone 15 feet past.
Yep. Solid.
It's okay, but
Fine. Yeah.
I still don't think I've hit the ball off the tee anywhere near really where I wanted to put it.
Also with 30 metres left of where I aimed. Also going to get away with it.
Yeah.
Might have to get quiet on this one, Andy.
Okay. I'll
Got some nice homebrew that's been sitting, storing for a while.
yeah, there's the remnants of it in the bottom of my stomach, probably.
There's no Chateau 2014.
Chateau European lager.
Look
November.
at this. It's a 3-way pint contest.
It is.
All right. I shall attempt to show you the way. Ooh. What a decision here.
that. Oh, okay. I thought it was going to be perfect.
Had a bit of check on it.
Oh, shit.
You're trying to get off, Dave. It doesn't.
Bloody hell. Punishes wayward shots, doesn't it? At least I got one to the hole for once.
Right. Let's see what. Three 7. Stop. 4 feet. Bayonne seems to have a kind of a linksy look to it, but it's the textures aren't linksy. It's
Yeah, it's strange. It plays linksy. Oh, 3 pars.
I hope so, Dave. There's 1. Should be 3 more. 2 more, rather.
You better be.
Otherwise, you'll be buying a new chair, Dave, after you've fallen off it.
Or a new bottle of Glenlivet.
Yeah.
That's a pretty clean scoreboard on the back 9, isn't it?
Snatched at that. I might have got away with it. Maybe not. No. Bugger. It was on.
You all have the family gathered around you to watch the live stream?
It's reminiscent of families gathered around the radio in the 1930s, Dave.
Exactly.
That's better. That's where you want to be.
Mm.
Am I in range?
You're in the driving seat. That's where you are.
I'm on the cusp.
I'd rather you weren't on the cusp.
Well, I am.
Go for it, Dave.
Dave's trying to outgrunt me here. I can tell it. He's getting. Oh, what's?
Well, it's not difficult to do, Dave.
Wow.
Sorry.
It made me laugh, so there's that. The only way to respond to a comment like that is to hit no baby. Be within flop range and I'll be happy. That'll do.
I think
That's
that's
another
the spot to
nasty pin.
be.
Yeah, it's a nasty pin again. Long looks horrible, short looks horrible, everything looks horrible.
Well, one thing for sure, where I am, that is absolutely horrible unless I do something extraordinary.
We've seen you do extraordinary things before, Andy.
Oh, no, that's...
Dave's gone for the putt.
Oh, I don't want the putt. Oh, thank Christ.
Just missed the putt.
Let's see where that takes me. Oh, that takes me on to into the lighthouse.
It's going to be more than bloody extraordinary if you get this near the pin.
Let's just...
Well, the pin is pin high with the flag hole. Base of the
Yeah.
flag.
Get out the rough. Ah,
No.
hmm. Pity.
Although, of all the spots to be putting from, that's not too bad.
Well, this feels important.
Ooh, just ran on a bit. Still.
It
Pretty
went
good.
on pretty straight. It feels like it's sort of flat. Maybe a bit right to left.
Should be good enough.
Look at some of the putts you could have had. It ended up on that back swale.
Oh shit! I tried.
happened?
Oh, you know what it was? Is that fucking bloody gnat? It
Oh
just
no!
came inside, and I tried to come out of the shot. And fortunately, I didn't. Right, the bloody things. It's a bloody battlefield here.
All I know is that's really bad news for the gnats in the next week or so. You're going to be after them with murder in your eyes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ugh.
Phil might know about these. You can tell him after you've had your shot.
Gnats.
Yeah, there's a story. Don't worry.
Okay.
Right, you little buggers. Oh shit. Well, I went for the par, and now it's looking at. Oh god. And I'm totally discombobulated. I can't think straight. Right.
Oh, man.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Bloody waving the club here. Oh. This is for a 4-putt. What's going on? Oh, God. All because of that bloody gnat. Oh. Hallelujah.
Oh,
That was probably as uncomfortable for you guys watching it as it was for me playing it.
Oh,
We all heaped a sigh of relief.
Well, that was going some as well.
wow.
Right, for Phil's benefit, for the last, I would say, 6 weeks, the house has been, I wouldn't say inundated, that's not quite the word, but there's each day presents me with maybe half a dozen or so tiny, and I mean tiny, they're only 1 or 2 millimeters long, tiny black things which are called, as far as I can tell, fungal gnats.
Wow.
Right, they're tiny things.
Yeah.
And they get attracted to the light, particularly. So my sort of screen in the morning, I might get 1 or 2 of them, buzzing in front of them. Now, my screens, I've got 2 screens and I've got 5 sticky patches on the top of these screens. And on these patches, they're the shape of a flower. There must be about 30 of these things that have stuck onto them and have obviously died.
Sounds like the Australian flypaper that we used to.
It's very, very similar to it. And they kind of come and go, sort of. And unfortunately, one came just as I was about to pull the mouse back, and I got distracted, and then I tried to pull out of the shot.
I heard all that, and you didn't quite pull out of it.
I couldn't pull out of it, and then the rest is. It's
balls of steel folklore.
Yeah. It's not going to do my putting stats any good. I think that this is up for grabs, folks.
Yeah.
All I know is I'd hate to be a fungal gnat in Andy's house this week.
Yeah.
Because he's going to have murder in his eyes.
I think the ratio of sticky paper patches around the place might be in for a rapid increase.
Yes, it probably will do. I'm going to just double the amount.
Right, right. You're going to go Trumpian on the gnats.
The trouble is, I don't know exactly where they're coming from.
Oh, didn't you have a suspicion it was from that indoor plant?
Well, we haven't got many indoor plants. We only really got one living indoor plant, and that came to flower just before Christmas. And as soon as it stopped flowering, the gnats went away. But unfortunately, they had a brief holiday for about a week, and then buggers have come back. So I don't know what's going on.
It's not like a lost piece of fruit, or like an onion somewhere.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah,
there could be something rolled under the fridge or something like that.
Any carboniferous material lying around will definitely bring them. But they're not coming from the outside. Then they're not finding a way.
They'll all be dead. So cold there.
Ah, yes, of course.
Sorry, Dave, didn't catch that.
Well, Phil was saying they're not coming from outside, are they? And I said it'd be too cold for them.
Yeah. And since that little bugger did what he did a couple of holes again, can't see a single one.
They're all hiding behind the sofa.
Yeah.
They're cowering.
They've sensed your wrath.
They're cowering.
Oh. There's a mechanical fungal gnat in the sky.
Oh, you're talking about in the game, the chopper.
Yeah. 59, 18.
Pretty good.
Oh, too hard. Oh, no. You fucking dick. Just had to get it within a couple of foot. I did that.
Just, Dave, don't hold back. Tell us what you really think about yourself.
Good attempt.
Oh, he comes back to us.
Yeah, assuming we sink ours, Andy.
Yeah.
Good.
What was it you were saying, Phil, about it's nice tidy back nine?
Yeah, I maybe shouldn't have said that.
Good putt of yours, Dave, it wasn't? Not easy.
Hopefully it helps you out and we can fend off Busted for the moment. Good.
15, 16, 17, 18. Right, so you've got 4 holes left.
Is that only your first blemish for the night, Dave?
I think I've had 2, but I'm not sure. Gonna check now. No, just the 1.
Oh, 305.
Ooh.
Down 37.
13,
Oh, this is just
18.
Pity's not a tailwind. What about
no,
your-
it's impossible. Impossible. Oh, what was that? Don't come on the bunker. Don't come on the bunker.
I didn't.
I don't like that shot at all, Dave. I'm sorry. Just really don't.
No, I don't like it either, but
Have you found a better option, Andy? I think you have. With Cultured Fade was in that one. I saw it. Pretty damn fine too.
37, 94. That'll do.
I'm not going to go for this fancy Cultured Fade. I'm just going to go straight up the middle.
That the 3-wood, Dave.
It was.
I think, I've been suffering a little bit from the kind of the semi-timeout shot. I've had a lot of...
It was a 3 as well.
Sorry, Dave?
That was a 3-wood, yours?
Yeah.
Yeah, something happened to it then.
It's not the first time tonight.
Nice.
shot. What a shot.
Dunno, baby, and it's in.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, that would have made life interesting if that had have gone in, Dave.
No, it would have made it a bit too interesting for my liking, Andy.
Nice one.
Oh, no. Too much.
What the hell?
Yeah, I know. I knew that was going to be bad.
Wow. Wow.
Disaster.
What the hell?
I know. I've pitched it just past the pin with a little bit of gentle check.
Oh, blimey.
It is a call blimey. It's a call blimey governor situation.
It's a game changer. That's what it is. That's not what I needed right now. That's what I needed.
Oh, well done, Dave.
Thanks, Andy.
The
was
thing
good.
is, Dave came
Oh,
from the be rough.
Bit of culture check there.
It's all in. failed. Alright. I can only see one shot that can get it close.
It's not bad at all.
Sort of close. Shit, it's still me. Give me a break. No, it's right to the left. Big time. It's slightly uphill. Oh, I hate this so much. Nine, one uphill. There. Ish. Alright, it is or it isn't. Not even close.
Well done.
Beauty. Well done. Starting to put a bit of pressure back on it.
Yeah.
2 holes ago, you had this thing busted.
Just give me a minute while I change in my clay golf shoes.
I thought you'd putting on your brown corduroy pants.
Okay. Oh, we won't.
We're just
Go
going to let's go with feet of clay first and work our way up, Phil.
Oh, pull it. Oh, no. Or is it a disgrace? Come on, stop.
Just stop.
Shit. Haven't timed anything tonight.
See where this bloody fairway goes. Should be okay. Don't run out of fairway, whatever you do.
It'll be fine, Andy.
Yeah, perfect, Andy. Let me see, how far did that carry? 300. You've hit the driver. Back. Oh, I've had one of my miss hits. It's gone 100 yards short. But it's on the fairway.
Well,
Yeah, I was gonna say, the saving grace is you at least made the fairway.
Wow, that was shocking how short that went. That was a full drive. They are so disconcerting. Right. Now what?
Well, the sound of the helicopter is like I don't know, sound of Kraftwerk from the 1970s.
Now.
Well, you did all right there, Dave. To be fair.
Yeah. Got my way. All right.
Damn. Audio part.
One. Oh, I think I could get away with it. I need to hit the 9 iron, and if we just hit the front of the green, just before the front of it, don't need to hit it hard either. Right, come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Gorgeous.
Pretty
Gorgeous.
damn. Pretty damn good. Well done.
Is that the 146 flood, Andy?
Yeah. Very nice.
Good shot there.
Bloody helicopters and foggle.
We're at the busy end of the course.
Yeah. I think, you know, with this course, with the greens being so big, it's actually a very enjoyable course, playing hard.
Yeah. I think there was a better putt that the result ended up.
What I wouldn't, what I'd give for a straight putt here. Oh, right. I think it goes right to left. Not very much so. Or is it straight? Is it straight? God almighty, Right to left, possibly. Oh, it was left.
Boy, didn't that turn away?
Oh,
Looking good for a long time.
Dave,
Fucking hit it too hard.
mind you, I've got a nasty.
Yep, nice. Park firmly.
I am noticing a bit of tension in the air.
There is.
There is. I've
Get in
gone
there.
from double buster to
Got it.
clinging to the lead.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like.
Yes. You're adopting. See that back nine scorecard. From the moment I said it's not much happening on the scorecard. It's just gone absolutely.
Taking a bogey charge towards the end back.
Oh,
How far
nicely
out?
cleared.
Talk about maximising the risk reward.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Oh, cannot afford it. Just check it.
That's good.
Felt like a safer line.
Much safer line.
No.
It's a risky
No,
line.
I've got away with it, but that was a bad hit.
Or a genius.
No, it was a bad hit. I aimed where you went. That's how badly I'm hitting them tonight.
Right. So. I've got to hit the one hybrid. Hope that's correct. That's another one of the mishits. It's gone 100 yards short again. Oh, that's twice in 3 holes. Disaster.
7 wood. Know that for a fact.
Sloppy though.
I like that.
That's going to land softly next to the hole.
Oh,
If the hole was at the back of the green.
Funny stuff.
had pretensions though.
No. Shot one big. I've got to hit it. 52 yards. I hit not far enough.
Nasty swale to the right of the hole there.
Very nice.
Yeah, that'll do.
Under the hole with a lovely stressful 6-footer. This looks horrible.
Is it?
Oh,
Oh.
Davo.
That was the right time to pull that one out.
Okay, so you've got a 5 down. Well, I could do with this one going in. Oh, right then.
Well done.
No dramas.
Yeah.
As well.
Mm.
I've got a game.
A 61.
Start.
Oh, I've hit one straight.
You're back for next week, Dave.
Too little, too late, I think.
That'll stand you in good stead for the rest of the round.
Indeed.
Well said. Morale boosting. What's another short one? No, that's 3 out of 4 last shots. I can't
What's
make
going
it.
on?
I don't know. I can't make it.
What?
The swing is just collapsed.
Wow.
Jesus Christ. That shot was 10 times better than my drive. Oh boy.
More of a tailwind. Whatever. No. Timing is garbage.
Well, it's kind of pin eye. I'm going to have a good look at this bloody pin here, Dave.
That is one nasty pin.
Where do I want?
Just up on its own little platform, little 20-foot by 20-foot platform.
Yes.
If you get on it,
If I can get on it.
you're probably going to win the game.
Hmm. No, too far right and short.
Well,
You gotta
shot.
stick this one, Dave.
Stick it all right. You can get more. 77, 56 plus up to 50. Okay. 50.
Oh, and
Oh.
he has! What a
Did
shot!
Did that hit the hole there, Dave?
I'm not sure. I wasn't going to replay in case it broke the shot.
Well, that should be enough to secure the win.
Phew.
What a time to pull that out of your ass.
Damned with
A great benefit to the world, learning some Australian vernacular.
that's a pretty damn good shot as well.
Yes.
Oh my
Well,
God.
There's still the chance if Andy sinks that putt, it'll put quite a bit of pressure on your putt, Dave.
It will. I was only inches from rolling down that swale as well. And look at the size of it.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think I just heard Andy go for a nat.
Well, since the Nat incident, I've killed 3 in 20 minutes just by resorting to brute force. I'm going to have the little buggers interrupting me again. If they do, they're going to be met with force. Well, it's 1 inch downhill. And 1 inch left to right. Oh, right in the middle.
Oh, fantastic. Oh my God. Yeah, this.
A little bit of pressure here.
Ah! I'm just going to do some frantic pole waving.
All right.
Describe it.
Yep. And use the measuring stick on the green as well.
I'm just going to go with it and hit it. Please. Oh, it did.
Got it. He's crawled over the finishing line.
Yes, hang on. Just.
Oh,
Oh my God.
Well, I think at the end of all of that, you can pay that bloody Nat X dollars.
Well, I actually can't pay it, Andy, because it's dead.
Yeah, well, it damages.
Uh,
Not paying the Nat anything, you're paying me damages.
Look at the charge to the finish. It wasn't impressive on my part, and if you hadn't had that Nat induced 7, it was all over.
Yeah.
But I'll take it.
Right, so we have 72, 71, 70.
what a result.
Yeah.
Wow, indeed.
Oh, well, miss. Oh, God.
All right, say good night, everyone. I'm going to end the stream.
Bye all our fans.
Yes. And we had a total of 1 concurrent user. Woo-hoo!
Oh, look at that. I'm still wondering who that person is.
Hey, wait it. Bloody hell.
All right.